confusing part for me when I first learned to use a serger was that thing called the differential. We're going to run through a couple of different examples of what the differential does so that we can better understand how to use it in our projects. So you can see on my serger here, I've removed the foot so that we can see that there are 2 feet. There's a foot here in the front and there's a foot in the back. My differential is currently at 1, which means if I walk this forward with my flywheel, you can see the feet are moving at the same pace with each other. Now I'm going to take my differential and I'm going to put it to 2. Now you saw that front foot shift. Now what's happening is you can see that that front foot is now pushing faster than the back foot is pulling. So you get this kind of effect. The front foot is pushing the fabric into the back foot. Now if we change it the opposite direction, we're going to go back to 1 and then down to 0.7. And we do the same test, you'll see that the back foot is now moving faster than the front foot, so the back foot is actually pulling the fabric away, and if you're using a knit, it will actually stretch the fabric out. So let's put the foot back on and do an example. I'm going to start with my differential at 2. And we're going to use a piece of cotton fabric and we're going to send it through. Now remember, when your differential is at 2, the front foot is pushing the fabric under the foot. Now if you'll notice, it's bunching right in here. Once you run it all the way through, you'll notice that you have a little gathered stitch, just like that. So now let's try it on the opposite end of the differential. We're going to put the differential at 7, and we're going to use a knit fabric, and we're going to run it through. Because the back foot was moving faster and pulling the fabric away, it stretched the fabric out, so that does not lay flat. Now in some cases, like on a little girl's cute dress, you could do that and it'll make a little ruffle edge. But in this case, if we were sewing and testing our piece before we did a project, we would know that our differential is pulling too fast and we would need to raise it a little bit to get this to be a nice straight edge. And that is your differential demystified.